Those two could have saved their lives if they had minded their own business. At least now there are no more witnesses.
You mean that the wife, too?
Oh, Albert, will you stop being such an old maid? You have to rely on instinct in certain situations.
But Rennie, what in God's name are you talking about, old maid? I just killed a man. Let's get out of here, Rennie. Things are going to turn out bad. I know it.
If you're such a coward as to want to dump the whole thing on my shoulders, go right ahead. But I have no intention of losing the bay right now, when it's ours for the asking.
But how?
You still don't understand. Simon. All we have to do is get rid of Simon. You're wrong. I don't think you understood me. If you've remained here, it wasn't only to protect me, but also to protect my husband.
You're insane like him, Anne. You know he won't ever come back. When you accepted his insanity, you lost him.
Robert will come back. He'll not fail Dr. Lexter. He's the world's greatest scientist.
He might have been once, yes, my lady. But now he's nothing but putrefying flesh, that's all. Trying desperately to make something of his rotting body. A thing that the world would quickly exterminate.
Oh, but you can avoid that, can't you, William? You won't allow the world to see him. I want my husband back. As he once was.
That is impossible, and you know it.
Sorry about the mess in here. It's not exactly clean. Had I known you were coming, I'd have made it a little presentable at least. It was my uncle's room, and where he used to work. He did wood carvings. He lived in here and only came out for meals. He had a crippled leg. So it meant he couldn't work with Pa and the others out in the forest.
He's a real artist. They're beautifully made. Extremely original style.
He sold a lot of them in the city markets, mostly to foreigners. You see that one up there? He was carving it on the day he died. It's a pity that he wasn't able to complete it. It was to be a present to me.
It's a great pity. It's a beautiful piece.
Yes. Over in that pitcher, there is some water. Do you want anything else?
No, I'm fine, thank you.
Well, good night, then.
Wait a minute, Stenka. Tell me, why do you close up the house so tightly with these bars? Why are you all so afraid?
Don't! Don't open the window ever at night.
Let me see something. Anita Ferry, Kathy Adams, Elena Markey. I remember her, and also the teacher, Conchita de Rosa. 4 women. Oh, no, there's another woman, Anna Sartori. That makes 5. And then there's poor Inez. And myself.
Well, that's 7, so?
What you said. A man who likes to run around giving silver half-moons to women. What if he only bore a grudge against these women?
The American with the key ring. 3 out of 7. And all women. He killed Inez, Katie Adams, and then tried to murder you on the train. Sure, it's a good theory, but in that case...
If what we think is true, then the other 4 women might also be in danger. That man has unleashed the soul of our ancient enemy. The demon who comes to life when the light dies, thirsty for fresh blood. The monster whose name is terrifying. Dracula. Dracula. His spirit is now the prisoner of Dr. Frankenstein. Cruel, ambitious, damned. Frankenstein is the source of terror and death. You must destroy him, for you alone have the courage to confront him. It is all written here. My people will help you. On a night when the moon is full and the thunder shakes the heavens, another will arise to help you. The Wolf Man. The combat I see is terrible, but you must be strong. The sand predicts our salvation. But you'll save us. You will win. You've been out all night?
I have.
Oh, no. Another murder. Who was it this time?
It's all here. Go on, read it.
Oh, no. Renata, too. It's horrible. Where will it end? And here, there's an attack on the police.
Mm-hmm. I've read it. And it won't be the last. Next, they'll be blaming us for the government crisis.
Why do they drag in politics?
Because this case involves important people. They don't want any scandals.
Why won't you quit all this? My father has offered you a position in his firm. Take it. Let's move up north. Let them go to hell.
Did you phone anyone, or did anyone phone you around that time?
No. Oh, yes, I did try to call, only the person I called wasn't in, so I left a recording on one of those answering machines. You see, I had this appointment today I couldn't make. That's why I phoned.
That's not much of an alibi. Do you have any other way of establishing your whereabouts last night?
No, afraid not.
Well, in that case, who did you leave the message for?
Kitty Wildenbrook.
Uh-huh. Which brings us back to Mr. Martin Hoffman. I was told you quit as his secretary, is that correct?
Yes,
Why?
because I didn't care for the way he was running the place.
Meaning spring fashions, the common denominator in all these murders. You know any girls named Evelyn?
Evelyn. Kitty has a sister named Evelyn, though I was told she emigrated to America.
Yes, I know. I've already been over that with the Wildenbrooks. Did you know her personally?
Why? Is it important, Inspector?
I guess it must be, or you would have given me a straight answer.